Welcome back to Orthodox World This Week Orthodox News in Digital Space. I'm your host, Abel Matthew Alex. Let's see the latest updates from the Orthodox world. Parliament of Ukraine passed first reading of discriminatory draft law number 8371 targeting Ukrainian Orthodox Church. On 19 October 2023, the Parliament of Ukraine voted in the first reading the draft law number 8371 on the ban of the UOC, as it is called in the media, which has not yet been adopted and has not become a law yet. In accordance with the procedures, there is still a second reading to be held. Hence, it remains a draft law and needs to be revised as it violates the right to freedom of religion, contains significant flaws in legal drafting methodology, and does not comply with the European Convention on Human Rights and the Constitution of the Ukraine. The relevant commentary has been published by the Legal Department of the Ukrainian Orthodox Church, the Information and Education Department of the Ukrainian Orthodox Church reports. Draft Law number 8371, which, as noted, forbids the activities of the religious organizations related to the aggressor state, is essentially aimed at banning the Ukrainian Orthodox Church and violates the rights to freedom of religion of citizens of Ukraine belonging to the Ukrainian Orthodox Church. The Ukrainian Orthodox Church is not mentioned in the draft law itself, but its origins, the decision of the National Security and Defense Council of Ukraine concerning the UOC, its media and political support indicate that this law will be applied to the UOC, which is in fact a self-reliant and independent church, and that they deliberately try to pass the UOC off as the Russian Orthodox Church, and priests and believing people who are citizens of Ukraine have been called agents of the Russian Federation. Holy Synod of Antioch prays for Palestinians and restores relations with Patriarchate of Jerusalem. The Holy Synod of Antioch, through the statement dated 20th October 2023, offered fervent prayers for the Palestinian people, beseeching the King of Peace and Lord of Mercies to alleviate their suffering and end injustice, oppression, homelessness, and displacement. In an effort to support the Palestinian people, the Holy Synod has called upon its parishes to dedicate the upcoming Sunday to pray for the justice and peace and to collect aid donations to aid those who are affected. Recognizing the importance of intensified prayer and cooperation in these tiring times, the Holy Synod has decided to restore ecclesiastical relations with the Patriarchate of Jerusalem. A committee from the Patriarchate will engage in the dialogue with their counterpart from the Patriarchate of Jerusalem to resolve this dispute regarding the ecclesiastical jurisdiction over the Qatar, safeguarding the rights of the Antiochian See. Furthermore, the Holy Synod has authorized a church delegation to visit Amman, conveying the love and support of the Antiochian See to the people of Patriarchate of Jerusalem during these challenging and critical times. On April 29, 2014, the Antiochian Synod severed ties with the church in Jerusalem due to an ongoing disagreement regarding the rightful jurisdiction over Qatar, a region claimed by both local churches. Metropolitan Seraphim enthroned as the primate of the Japanese Autonomous Orthodox Church. Metropolitan Seraphim was enthroned as a primate of the Japanese Autonomous Orthodox Church, Archbishop of Tokyo, on 22nd October 2023 at the Cathedral of the Resurrection of Christ in Tokyo. With the blessing of His Holiness Patriarch Kirill of Moscow and all Russia, the chairman of the Department of External Church Relations of the Moscow Patriarchate, Metropolitan Antony, took part in the enthronement. Autonomy was granted to the Japanese Autonomous Orthodox Church in the year 1970. Archbishop Seraphim of Sinadai and the Vicar of Tokyo was elected as the primate of the Japanese Orthodox Church on 28 September 2023 in the special meeting of the Council of the Japanese Orthodox Church at Tokyo. The election was made due to the demise of the Metropolitan Daniel of Tokyo and Old Japan on 10th August 2023. On 11th August 2023, the Archbishop Seraphim of Sinadai was appointed as the locum tenens of the Metropolitan See of the Japanese Orthodox Church. Patriarchate of Jerusalem strongly condemns Israeli airstrikes on humanitarian institutions in Gaza. The Orthodox Patriarchate of Jerusalem expresses its strongest condemnation of the Israeli airstrike that has struck its St. Porphyrius Church compound in the city of Gaza. The Patriarchate emphasizes that the targeting churches and their institution, along with the shelters they provide to protect the innocent citizens, especially innocent children and women who have lost their homes due to Israeli airstrike on residential areas over the past 13 days, constitutes a war crime that cannot be ignored. Despite the evident targeting of the facilities and shelters of the Orthodox Patriarchate of Jerusalem and other churches, including the Episcopal Church of Jerusalem, hospital, other schools, and social institutions, the Patriarchate, along with the other churches, remain committed to fulfilling its religious and moral duty in providing assistance, support, and refuge to those in need, amidst continuous Israeli demands to evacuate these institutions of civilians and the pressure exerted on the churches in this regard. The Patriarchate stresses that it will not abandon its religious and humanitarian duty rooted in its Christian values to provide all that is necessary in times of war and peace alike. Local churches sent condolences and published statement on the bombardment of St. Porphyrius Church in Gaza. Remits of the local churches, including Russia, Serbia, Romania, Poland, Greece, and responded with a statement and condolences messages to Patriarchate of Jerusalem on the recent airstrike against St. Porphyrius Church in Gaza. Roommates shared their condolences to the family of the deceased in the tragic incident. In the statement, roommates also called for a sudden end to the ongoing war and aggression in Gaza that has made alarming humanitarian casualty. Roommates also announced their full support to the Patriarchate of Jerusalem for their efforts to curb the aggression in the Holy Land. Theological consultations between the Russian Orthodox Church and Coptic Orthodox Church began at Moscow Theological Academy. On 17 October 2023, the second round of theological consultations between the Russian Orthodox Church and the Coptic Church began at the Moscow Theological Academy. The meeting are taking place with the blessing of His Holiness Patriarch Kirill of Moscow in accordance with his agreements with the primate of the Coptic Orthodox Church, His Holiness Patriarch Theodore II. As the moderator of the meeting, Hieromonk Stefan noted, the purpose of the consultation is to openly, honestly, in a fraternal atmosphere, raise problematic theological issues and try to resolve them through the joint efforts of both parties. Further, Stefan reminded the dialogue participants that the first round of theological consultation, which took place from January 20 to 24 in 2020 in the Netherlands, and then the composition of the working group was formed. The meeting in the Netherlands turned out to be very meaningful and constructive, and as a result, joint communique was adopted, which emphasizes that theological consultations are the nature of joint scientific research. They do not have the goal of concluding agreements on the restoration of Eucharistic communion, since such tasks can only be sent in the format Pan-Orthodox pre-Chalcedonian dialogue. At the same time, the consultations are intended to facilitate the possible future resumption of the work of the Mixed Commission on Theological Dialogue between the Orthodox Church and Asian Orthodox Eastern Churches, he noted. The Holy Synod of Russia recognizes the importance of the further development of relations between the Russian Orthodox Church and Malankara Orthodox Church. During the session of the Holy Synod of Russian Orthodox Church, which took place on 11th October 2023, a report was presented by the chairman of the Department of External Church Relations of Moscow Patriarchate on the visit of Russia of the Catholicos of Malankara Orthodox Church, Marthomakis III. The Holy Synod expresses its satisfaction at the visit of Russia by the Catholicos of Malankara Orthodox Church. The Synod also expresses gratitude to the primate of Malankara Orthodox Church and the members of the Holy Synod of Malankara Orthodox Church for their public expression of support for the Ukrainian Orthodox Church. The Synod recognized the importance of further development of the relations between the Russian Orthodox Church and the Malankara Orthodox Church of India, including the putting into effect of joint projects within the framework of the Working Group for the Coordination of Bilateral Relations. A new episode of Pan-Orthodox Roundtable with a famous Pan-Orthodox activist, Christian Chaliot, is available in our channel. The link will be provided in the description. Do watch that and support us. Subscribe our channel too. Thank you for watching Orthodox World this week. Hope you see you soon. Thank you.